For this week's Smith Business Close-Up, we are on location at the Robert H. Smith School at the University of Maryland. And joining us is Elana Fine, Managing Director of the Dingman Center for Entrepreneurship. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
In your view, entrepreneurship is more than just startups. Explain that.
Yeah, so particularly for us being here at the Smith School and being here at the University of Maryland, part of an academic institution, we think that part of what we do is, of course, to equip the students that are interested in starting a new venture. But that's really a small part of like the tip of the iceberg as we see it. We see our roles very much to give them a tool set for approaching problems with an entrepreneurial mindset. And that means no matter where they go, whether they start something here or want to start something within a larger corporation that they might be recruited by, or even as they approach a problem in their class, that they think about from an entrepreneurial mindset, which we think means that you approach it as a self-starter, as looking to do something big and innovative and disruptive, but while focusing on doing it with limited resources.
So you think of that skill set as being almost a core part of the curriculum for a business student, much like accounting or finance might be?
Absolutely. I think that anywhere that students go, and you see it in the press, you see it on campuses, you see it with just the kind of the allure of Silicon Valley and the social network and all those things that students are interested in. I think that really to go out and be able to make an impact, our students need to have that skill set and to set themselves really to be, because it's harder for all students, to get jobs out of undergrad. And so how do you really differentiate yourselves? I think as a business school, and the Smith School can really be adding that to the tool sets that we provide our students. Even though it's harder to exactly put the metrics on it and put it in a little bit in a silo, I think it's actually something that cuts across all the other functional areas we teach.
So what is the broader environment for startups and entrepreneurship these days for those students who do want to start the next Facebook or Twitter, access to capital, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's percolating. I'd say it's percolating. It's beyond percolation. I think there's really been a renaissance around in the past couple years, locally and as well as on campus. One of the reasons for that is it is, particularly in technology, it's easier and less expensive to start something. A student can kind of be hacking in their dorm room and come up with an app, et cetera, and get a bunch of his or her friends on it. But I would say that the access to capital is still limited. So we do some things. We do a lot of business competitions and pitch competitions and have seed funds that we offer to some of our student entrepreneurs. But I think there is a high bar to get things funded because we're still feeling the impact of Great Recession and a lot of companies losing money.
What are the hot fields at the moment? Do you see when there's a batch of business plans, are they all social media these days, or has the thinking shifted a little bit?
I think which has been kind of music to my ears, I think the focus and the conversation has shifted away from solving larger problems. And so I think while there still are a lot of mobile app developments, people are still looking at what's happening to what Living Social announced this week. People are still trying to figure out how to make money in daily deal markets and things like that, gaming, et cetera, more consumer-focused markets. We're seeing many more trends back to enterprise-focused markets. So how do we solve some of the bigger problems that enterprises are facing? So particularly around security. We have a lot of issues now with the fact that everybody essentially can carry their company's data with them out their door every day on laptops and mobile devices. What does that mean? Rising education costs. How can you use technology to bring education to more people and less expensively? Healthcare. I mean, I think this is obviously on the front pages of the impact of the Affordable Health Care Act. How do we create, what technologies will come out of that legislation, and what technologies can help to further reduce the cost and improve the access to health care. A lot of talking about things being in the cloud, data virtualization, those things that really are tools to help really to help the enterprises be more productive and solve the problems that they need to solve.
Very good. Elana Fine is Managing Director of the Dingman Center for Entrepreneurship. Thank you for being with us.